Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love. You guys can call me Pixie. And oh man, okay, life's a struggle, but it's so good to be back recording. I feel like I haven't recorded in like forever. It's been like a week and a half, honestly, but like it's been a rough week and a half. I got a promotion and then like everything fell to shit. Yeah, but I make $24 an hour now, so I kind of can't quit my job because it's a good paying job. But whatever. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have some fun. Now, I found this video and I was like, how can I not react to this? How can I not put this on my channel? So I saw like 10 seconds into this video and I'm like, nope, we're gonna record. We're gonna get this out and going. Okay, so they have like these lines. Okay, so they have like these lines and stuff like that. I think on like one side, it's strongly disagree, and the far other side is going to be strongly agree. And then people have to like stay where they think and then they explain themselves, right? I'm offended by the word fat. As a fat person, I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna be like, I strongly disagree. Okay, no, I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say neutral because I don't have a word for calling myself fat. I am a fat person. If someone described me as, oh, you know, the fat girl, whatever. If someone is using it in a negative term, obviously I'm going to react negative to it. If someone uses it in a positive way, I would react positive. It's a describing word, so it's like the way that they're using it. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm very neutral about the word. It depends on how you're using it. But let's see where these people fall.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so all of them kind of went to the strongly agree and strongly disagree point. Yeah, like I said, I'm not offended by the word. I am offended by how the word is used. So, yeah. All right, let's hear some of their explanations.
The reason I am here is because I feel like in the past, fat has been such like a derogatory term, and like we've been so like ridiculed for the way we look. It's almost like I want to take that word back and make it a positive thing. Like, oh, someone called me fat, so negative, and be like, yes, I am. You know what I mean? Just like change the way we think of it.
A lot of words that should offend me don't. And I think it's because I'm just kind of like, I don't even need the word to know your intention.
Exactly.
So I know your intention, and if you're using it to like hurt me, I don't care what word you use. I care that you wanted to hurt me. I just don't look at like a word like that as being like.
You don't want to give it power.
No, I don't want to give it weight.
Yeah.
Being plus size is a choice.
Okay, so this is what I saw that made me want to click on this video because most of them go to disagree. One girl goes to she agrees, but yes. Okay, this is hard. How would I answer this? Yes, I agree that being plus size is a choice. Whether it is a conscious or unconscious choice, you made the choice to be overweight. Unless you were a kid who was overfed and then you kind of like, but even still as an adult, you're continuing to make those choices. It might be a habit to break, but you still have to break those habits. Anyway, yes, I believe it's a choice. Most of the time, it's an unconscious choice. I don't think people consciously want to go out and overeat and gain a bunch of weight and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's their purpose, but that's what happens from the choices that you're making when you're putting the food into your body. There are some people who I think they bring up that do like to be fed and get big, but I think most of the time people don't realize that the choices that they're making leads them to being overweight. You're not just overweight by accident. You make choices to lead to it. You know what I mean?
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm only standing on this one and not strongly disagree because some people do like try to be plus size. Like there's like lots of people in the gay community that are called like eaters and feeders. So people do try to be bigger, but I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a choice. So that's the only reason why I'm not strongly disagree.
You hit the one on the head. Yes, I feel that.
I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. Everyone was so happy for me. I hated myself. I hated the way I looked. I hated why I exercised and things like that. And so I made the conscious decision of my parents are not gonna be supportive, or maybe they won't like it. My community, the Korean community, is gonna be really disappointed that there's a fat Korean walking around the world. But it was a choice for me to say, well, I don't wanna work out 8 hours a day every day and hate what I look like to be.
Okay. First, because this person is like, I would say 200 pounds. And she's short in stature. So for her to lose 60 pounds in 6 months, she probably was working out 8 hours fucking a day, because she had to like do a lot of fucking work for that. And like, no one told you had to lose that much weight that quickly. That is extremely unhealthy. You do not have to be at the gym 8 hours a fucking day to lose weight. You honestly just have to not eat as much. Okay? I don't understand why people make this seem like so fucking hard. They think working out is the only thing that has to do with your weight, your exercise level. No, it is your fucking food. It's what you're putting into your fucking mouth. Oh my God, I can't.
Be skinnier, so I'm gonna let myself eat more than a quarter cup of white rice today.
I disagree, because I believe in society, especially in America, we have this idea that, oh yeah, all fat people ate themselves that way, that they just sit at home and they're lazy and they don't do anything and they ate themselves that way. But they don't take into account people who have a disease. They don't take into account.
Okay, the percentage of people who have a disease that make them fat is nowhere near enough to cover the amount of fat people in America.
Count people who work out and their body is just built that way. So there are
You're not built to be over 300 pounds.
all of these other factors that the average person who's judging people don't take into account, and they just look at someone and they say, oh, you're fat and you're not doing anything about it.
But you're not. Okay, okay. I am a fat black woman. If you guys do not know, hi, I am. And I have been losing weight. My biggest, I was over 300 pounds. I'm now down to like 280. Slowly losing weight. I work a full-time job. I used to go to the gym all the time. I'm an extremely active person. I like to go on walks, like everything. But I eat a lot. When I count my calories, I eat a lot. I eat big portions, and I know I eat big portions. Since trying to lose weight, I have cut down a lot of what I'm eating. And like, I stopped going to the gym since I've been working full time, and it's like, since I moved out here, I do plan on going back once I can afford a membership again, which hopefully with this promotion I can. But like, it's choices I have made, and I have seen when I clearly eat less food and am more active, I lose weight. Now, the people are just built that way. There are some people who's built a little thicker, a little stockier, but like, that's like a 10-pound range from an average like weight. It's not gonna be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100-pound difference for you to be a little stockier, like a little meatier, a little thicker, okay? Like, no, and the diseases, like, I can't think of any disease off the top of my head that makes you fat. And I don't think there's any disease that actually make you fat. I think there's a disease that makes it hard for you to lose weight and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you can't be at a healthy weight. It just means things are going to be harder for you. You have to try harder. You have to eat less fucking food. I know it sucks, but goddamn, put it down. Okay? I work retail now, and I feel like having to deal with people all the time has just made my fuse very short when I have to record these videos. So I just feel like I'm just a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch.
I also want to throw out there, like, it is possible that people have eaten themselves to that point, but then you look at, like, why did that happen? Like, there's trauma, there's rough coping mechanisms, there's so many different things that can lead to somebody resorting to that and then eating themselves into this situation. Because I know that's what happened to me. I didn't choose it, but it happened.
Okay, yes, you didn't choose your trauma, but you have chosen your response to your trauma. I know people don't like to hear that, but like, you choose the way you respond to your trauma. And that's okay, you know? And once you're in a space where you're removed from that trauma, now it's time for you to fix the issues that happen from the trauma. You can't just be like, well, I went through trauma and, you know, I realize I have gone through trauma, but I'm still going to continue to make the poor decisions from my trauma. No, like this person right here, she is admitting that she has went through trauma that led her to rely on food as a coping mechanism. That's fine. I get it. We've all been there. But now that you realize that that's what your trauma has done to you, you are consciously making a choice to continue to use food to cope, to continue to gain weight. And you just said it's a choice. You didn't choose your trauma, but you have chosen your reaction to your trauma. You have chosen the way you have responded to your trauma.
I've been criticized for my size. 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's gonna say this. I'm gonna hear what they have to say to see if I have any similar experience, because like I try to think all the time of like experience I've had to deal with because of my weight, and I feel like I don't get a lot of those. I have other issues, like being a black person. Bitch, I live in fucking Minneapolis. I mean, like, if y'all know what had going on in the last 2 fucking years, like, I got problems, okay? But, like, a lot of my social trauma for me growing up had to deal with me being black and not me being fat. Mind you, I wasn't really fat until, like, high school, and I wasn't fat in middle school. I was just hella thick. Like, if you guys see me, y'all know I got an ass on me, and when I was skinny, it was literally boobs, torso, tiny ass torso, thick ass thighs and ass, and like skinny ass calves. Literally, it was me in high school, middle school. But like, since I went to school with white people, everyone said I was fat. But like, I guess maybe that was it for me. Like, oh, you're fat because I had an ass. Like, and I wasn't a size 2, but I wasn't fat. I was at a healthy weight. I was 5'6", 140 pounds. Yeah, I was 12 years old, but I was 5'6", 5'7" at 12 years old. Already went through puberty. I was basically in a grown woman's body. I couldn't choose my fucking body. But, like, I was 140 pounds. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I've been criticized for my body. Maybe that was it. But, like, or was it criticized for your size or something like that? I don't know. Let me hear what they have to say.
When I first went back to Korea, which is like the country of my parents, and like it was amazing for me, and I was like, wow, I look like everyone else, right? Like, this is my home country. This is supposed to be my place. It's not my place because I'm fat. And so walking down the street, people are like, do you know how easy it is for you to get liposuction here? They won't even scar because they can do it pretty for an Asian person or whatever.
My God.
I had family said, you know what? We'll fix your ears, we'll fix your nose, we'll fix your eyes, your lips, and all your fat. And that is just, it's mind-boggling to me that you would even think to offer that or think that I dislike my body. And I think that's also the thing. The critique comes from this idea of, you must hate how you look, so let me help you.
I think everyone in this entire room has been criticized for their body. Like, it doesn't really matter what size you are. You could be the skinniest girl in the world, and you're gonna be called like a fat bitch. Like, if you think that this is like exempt from you because we're bigger or we have different body types, like, no. We've all been shamed for our bodies.
People feel that they have the...
Okay. Yeah, okay. If the question was, have you been criticized for your body? Yes, I have been criticized for my body. I was just talking about it. I went through puberty super early. I was a fucking C cup by the time I was 11 years old. Yeah, I was like a C cup by the time I was 11 years old. I've been sexualized from a really young age, and I had even family members say stuff about my body. Yeah, I've been we've all been criticized about our body, for sure. I just want to go on to the next question because this is kind of getting long.
I want to lose weight. 3, 2, 1, go.
That's hard. Okay. The reason like I hesitated so much is because I will love the way I look no matter what. At the same time, like, if I like was to keep dancing and keep going to the gym and all this, and then I just like happened to lose weight, like, I'd also be like, cool, I'll just love myself no matter what, is pretty much what I'm saying.
Oh, bye. See ya.
I want to be here because this is like the work that I do, and I feel like doing this is gonna like I feel like being here, someone's gonna say something to me and be like, oh, like you aren't for body positivity, you aren't for fat activism, you aren't for liberation, but like that has nothing to do with anybody else besides me. I think like if I say this and I'm not being honest with myself, but saying like, you know what, sometimes I do think about losing weight because I do, and like everyone does.
Because there's privileges when you're smaller, so it's like
Oh my god, oh my god, okay. Oh, okay, this is so annoying. See, that's the thing, like, I would never be able to, like, be in a space where, like, I couldn't do what I want because other people around me would judge me. Like, what I want to do with my channel is, like, what I want to do with my fucking channel. And, like, if I would not want to create a space where, like, I am building a platform where if I maneuver from my platform or maneuver from my fucking lane, everyone's gonna be like, you can't do that, you're not one of us, blah blah. Like, now who the fuck do you think you are? Like, excuse me. First of all, I could do whatever the hell I want. Okay, like, I feel really bad for that. Like, that's why, like, it's, I don't know, it seems really stressful. I would hate to be a fucking fat activist and, like, basically build a platform online about, you know, fat liberation and all that shit, and then, like, your doctor tells you, like, hey, you actually really need to fucking lose 50 pounds or you're gonna die in, like, a month. And then you can't lose the weight because everyone's gonna call you a fucking sellout because how dare I want privilege. Okay, please tell me, what privileges do I get from being skinny? I'm sorry. Like, I could still have all the fucking same problems I have now as a fat person than I can as I'm skinny. Like, oh, my sister is skinny as hell, just lost a bunch of fucking weight and bitch just had a mental breakdown. Like, you know, but you know what? I would attract more people. And trust me, I fucking attract enough people. I don't need to attract more people. I'm good, thank you. I don't have any problem with attracting anybody as this big ass girl, okay? I don't know what privilege, like, please, I really wish they would always say what these privileges are, because they're always like, oh, you know, people are nicer to you. People are nice to nice people, okay? If you're walking around with a resting if you're walking around with a resting bitch face, people are kind of going to be rude to you. If you're walking around thinking that everyone's going to be nasty and you're just going to have an attitude, people are not going to want to be nice to you. You walk around with a smile on your face, in a good mood, with a little pep in your step, it's amazing how nice people are to you. People are not rude to me. Like, yeah, there's some fucking rude ass people. Yeah, but for the most part, people are really nice to me. People smile at me when I smile at them. People wave at me. People are nice. Like, and you know what? It's because I walk around with a positive attitude, singing music to myself, and enjoying my life. I'm not a miserable bitch.
It's natural to think, I want to be smaller because there's so many more options for me if I'm smaller, but I don't want to lose weight.
What options? Please tell me, sir. I really want to know what options. All right.
Skinny people get more privileges. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, girl.
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind.
I went the wrong way. For me, since I am a dancer, it is the most annoying thing. Like, I go to auditions and I'm the only like plus size person there, and literally if you go to a concert and see an artist, you will like never see someone that looks like me dancing back up for like Chris Brown. All they care about is, you know, oh, sex sells, and you know, plus size isn't sexy, which it is obviously, but they can't get that, you know, out of their heads that skinny is like the like top tier of like life.
So what kept you though from on the Strongly Agree?
I don't really know. I just felt like it was like, it's like a big choice.
The world is created with smaller bodies in mind. Like everything we experience, when you sit in a folding chair, when you go on an airplane, when you go to the movie theater, and the unfortunate truth is our population is not that small. So just like organically speaking, smaller people have bigger privileges because the world's designed like for them.
I had to quit a whole career because of my size. Like, I got my first degree in musical theater performance. I was ready to go to Broadway. And then through college, I gained 65 pounds. And not only did I watch my professors lose interest in me, but I watched casting people lose interest in me. And that's how I ended up in education, because I want to teach that that's not okay. You can play any role, because that's what's baffling to me, is that we're in an age where in theater, we can suspend our disbelief that like animals can talk and things like that, but we can't accept that a plus size person could have somebody fall in love with them unless it's Hairspray. Like that's the only story we get, and that's infuriating.
Okay. So literally the only privileges that I saw for skinny people is that the people find them more attractive. And here's the thing. You could get that privilege if you lost weight. Like the last girl who was talking was like, she had a lot of like casting interests, and her professors had a lot of faith in her because she was probably at a healthy range and a very beautiful young woman. But then like when you are not the type that they want to cast, you're not the fucking type that they want to cast. Do I think there should probably be some more movies where like a fat person gets some love and stuff like that? Yeah. I also think there should be like more fucking rom-coms with black people, more rom-coms with Asian people, and we are starting to see more stuff like that, and I think they're fucking cute and adorable. Love that. Like, yeah, do I think we need to see more of that? But is that like really a privilege? I guess, but like I feel like there's other privileges as a black person that like I see other, like let's compare it to white privilege. Like there are some clear fundamental white privileges in America. Like there just are. And the comparison to like the white privileges versus the skinny privileges just seems so shallow. Is that not just shallowness? Like actual white fucking privilege. Let's talk about it, okay? You're more likely to get accepted for bank loans if you're a white person. Your credit is better starting out as just a white person. When you turn 18 as a white person, your credit would be better than a Hispanic or a black person just starting out turning 18 years old for no reason. I don't know why, but that's the thing. When you're 18 and you're black, your credit score is significantly lower than a white person who just turned 18. Yeah, that's the thing. Did you not know that? Yeah, that's a fucking thing. Yeah, you're more likely to get loans. You're more likely to, you are technically less likely to be murdered by police. Don't want to make it too political, but I mean, that's just it's a fucking fact. It's a statistic. Like, even if you go to the percentage of the black people running with the police versus white people running with the police, if we do like the total, there's still a lot more shootings with people of color than with white people. There's also less violence with police officers, just period. Not even just being killed, but like, talk about police brutality. Police are way more rougher with people of color than they are with white people. Homeowners, oh my God. So I think I talked about the story before, but like, there was a guy trying to sell his house, right? And when he was like in like $1 million house in like California, right? And it was a black family who put their house on the market, who like had their house appraised, and the person who appraised it, he thought was like significantly undervaluing their house because they just did a bunch of upgrades and like made the house look really nice. And he was like, this doesn't seem right. So what he did was had a white friend of his, they took all their family photos out of the house, put it up with his friends and everything, had the home reappraised by someone else, and like the house went up like $600,000. Because this was in California, so it was like a 1 point something million dollar house. Like, come on. Oh, and another thing, talking about buying a house, when you talk to certain realtors, if you're a black person, they won't show you all their options. Like, I don't know why. I think it's a bias thing or something, but like, you're less likely to see all your options as a black person than like, yeah. Like, those are actual like privileges that, just everyday privileges that people don't think about, that like white people have over people of color. But when you talk about skinny privilege, like, oh, you know, people flirt with them more, or they can get a acting job better, or, you know, they're on magazines, and it's just so fucking shallow. It's like, yeah, if you're a plus size person and you want to be an actress and it's like harder for you to get in, I get that's frustrating and hard, and that is your livelihood, so that's kind of like rough. But at the same time, the differences just seem so fucking shallow to me. Like, it's just fucking shallow. Me, I'm over here worried about my life and my family's life. Me, I'm over here worrying about, am I going to be able to get like a reasonable loan, a reasonable mortgage loan for when me and my boyfriend apply for like our mortgage when we're trying to buy a house next year. Or I also have to worry as being a black woman, if I'm going to die during fucking childbirth because they're not going to fucking listen to my pain. Like, there's actual life or death things I have to deal with, or just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, comfort of life type of situations that have to deal with white privilege versus fucking skinny privilege. That shit is so shallow. Like, oh my God. I just, for people who talk about how, like, good skinny people have, fat people are so fucking narcissistic. They're so shallow and they're so narcissistic. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't. Yeah, like, I gotta wrap it up here because I've been recording for 30 minutes and I want to give you guys a good video for tomorrow. So, anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, give me a like. If you guys enjoyed me, make sure you guys subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.